Castleford Tigers 4, Catalan Dragons 26, in a day where St. Swivens himself would have been delighted with the precipitation at the jungle. There's a mouthful for you. A brilliant game management performance, this, from the Catalan Dragons. Nobody would have thought that they were capable of this. I mean, they like dry tracks. They like the south of France. They like glorious sunny days. That's not what they've got dished up in Yorkshire today. Not a bit of it, but they adapted better than the Castleford Tigers. Real concerns now for the Tigers in this one because, quite frankly, the middle unit just simply isn't good enough. They were bullied today by a Catalan Dragons pack that we've always said is one of the most formidable in Super League. Yes, the Wigan Warriors one and the Hull KR one are pretty strong indeed, but the depth of this pack, if they get a roll on, they're very difficult to contend with. You know, the likes of Satai, Pangai Jr. now, Bousquet, Dazaria, all of these big units that they've got, when they are on song, they are brilliant, and they played the conditions perfectly well. It was a very, very good knock, this, from them. I mean, you've got to consider they only made a total of 8 errors in this game in total. That's a great knock in those conditions from the Catalan Dragons. Castleford Tigers, yes, they brought in Brad Singleton, but, you know, Singleton is a good workhorse, but he's not somebody who's imposing. You know, they need some real big units to the Castleford Tigers, or else for me they're just going to get steamrolled most weeks, and that is a major problem for them as we go forward. I mean, Danny McGuire in his post-match saying that he does need more middle units, and he does. Without them, he is going to struggle. Yes, you know, they've got a few very good players, the likes of Texoy, Wood. I thought Cini played well on the day. We know that there's emerging talents in Rimba and Civikin, but they just haven't got the depth of squad. They're too reliant on such a small pool of players, and those pool of players, with the greatest respect to them, cannot match the quality of other squads around the league. You know, on a pound-for-pound basis in each position, they're just lacking. It's as simple as that, and they're going to find it very difficult indeed to turn the tide. You know, the Castleford Tigers fans continue to come out. I mean, today, when you consider what the conditions were like there, to get over 6,000 in the jungle with not many Catalan Dragons supporters making the pilgrimage across the English Channel, you've got to say, you know, that's a great effort from the Castleford Tigers fans, and they deserve better. Of course they do, but they know that they're in for a right grind. On our match report, you know, take a look at some of their fans' comments. They're absolutely right. You know, did they expect to improve this season from where they did last year? Not at all. At the moment, they're probably very happy that the Huddersfield Giants are in the league because without them, they certainly, for me, would be sitting bottom at this moment in time. There's a long way to go, but I think Danny's in for some tough times and tough questions. Will he be given the time at Castleford to really take this squad forward, or will the pressure get to the board? There's another question that's going to need to be answered. As for Steve McNamara, you know, the fickle nature of sport, like we always say, you know, the Catalan Dragon fans were calling for his head after 2 rounds, and I think that's died down a little bit now. You know, Catalan will get better, and I think some of their signings are now starting to show. I mean, Remy Smith, who of course came in at the back end of last year, I think he's cemented his place now in the centre positions. You know, Pangai Jr. looks every inch the unit that we thought he was going to be. Aspiro Boucher, I have to say, good on the young man. I mean, what a wonderful little kick through for the Fouad Yahar try. I mean, you know, rumour has it, of course, that Yahar now might be out for a period of time, picks up a knock in this game. But it was a wonderful piece of skill from that young man, and many congratulations to him, preferred in the squad, you know, brought into the squad for this one, because, of course, no Theo Farge, and, of course, Artem Morg off now to Hull KR, so an opportunity knocks for the young fellow, and he took it, I felt, pretty well indeed. I mean, we made comment in our match report in terms of the differences in yardage made by the Catalan Dragons pack and the Castleford Tigers pack, and that pretty much is there where it needs to be. I mean, you know, you're talking a herd of elephants running at, I don't know, what you're going to say. I don't know where you're going to go with it. I mean, help me out here. I mean, a herd of elephants against what? A couple of pigs? I don't know. I really don't know. But it wasn't a fair contest, was it? It really wasn't. And like I said, they just bullied him down the middle. Next up for them is Hull FC. Wow. I mean, again, they need some big units in the pack. They have got some genuine quality on the edges. You know, the left edge, I think, at Castleford Tigers is a really good edge. The Mellor, Wood, and in his senior combination is a really good combination. You know, but the problem is they can only do their their good work if they have a pack that get on top and allow then the likes of Assey and, of course, Rowan Mill to start throwing the ball around. And is that combination good enough for Castleford? I really don't know. But like I say, a long season ahead for Danny McGuire. I thought, a real indication of how soft at times Castleford were the Alrix De Costa try. I mean, don't get me wrong, well done to De Costa, for that effort. But they shouldn't be allowing him that amount of space. And even the Pangai Jr. one, I think it was 5 players Pangai Jr. took on, beasted out the way and got the try. That's a problem. That's a big problem for the Castleford Tigers. It's just going to be a very interesting season, isn't it? As for the Dragons, they will be very, very happy now. Their 3rd win on the bounce when you include the Challenge Cup. They've got some big games on the horizon. I mean, it's Saints next for them in Super League at home, and then they've got the home tie, of course, against Salford in the Challenge Cup. So they're coming into form, and they'll be happy to get back to the south of France for those two. But yeah, there you go. That's it. Catalan coming good, perhaps. Castleford, a lot of head-scratching moments and maybe some dark days ahead for them. Right, let's get into the 3-2-1. Where am I going with this one? Well, the 1 point I'm going to give to Pangai Jr. I thought he was absolutely exceptional. Yes, he scored a try in there, 13 tackles indeed, 8 tackle busts on the day from him, 10 carries for 112 metres. Nobody carried the ball in those hard metre areas more than Pangai Jr. did. Really, really good, solid knock from him. Really can't wait for when him and Herman SASA collide very, very soon. And of course, next week it's going to be Alex Walmsley going up against Pangai Jr. That's one not to be mixed either, is it? 2 points goes to Nick Kotrick. Really impressed with Kotrick. I think actually of all of their new recruits, he hit the ground running quicker than Kiri and Pangai Jr. did. And he really is solid. Can play centre, can play wing. Looks like he's going to be playing wing more often than not. 13 tackle busts in this game from Kotrick. Outstanding effort from him. He carried the ball 18 times for 210 metres. Real solid knock from Kotrick. Like what I'm seeing there. It was a great effort. And the 3 points goes to Sam Tompkins. It has to go to Sam Tompkins. He really did make them tick on the day. I mean, again, his architecture around the, his kicking game, I think, was on point. He marshaled them around the field. He took his try. I mean, again, it is, advancing years to do what he does in those conditions, to get the try that he got. Every people love to hate Sam Tompkins, but the bottom line is, you've just got to sit back and applaud him. He's been doing it at the highest level throughout his career, and that was a brilliant try, especially in those conditions. So there you go, another edition of In the Shed in the record book. Castleford Tigers fans, I don't want to be hard on your team, but do you think I'm right? Do you think I'm wrong? By all means, let me know. For Catalan Dragons fans out there, maybe a bit tough on Mr. McNamara. Maybe he's not going to be the first coach to fall in 2025 after all. We will be back with more In the Shed. The Leeds Rhinos against the Wigan Warriors tomorrow. But for now, all the best, everybody. We'll see you.